Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Welcome on this new episode. I want to discuss something I encountered recently from a brother who accosted me saying that, oh, Muslims, you believe that a woman should be passed through the yanch, or they call it the backside or back passage. He just monkeyly said that to me. And I was shocked and amazed because it came from a brother and he said that Muslims do so. Why? Although it's from a distant faith, but I perceive that he got it from an Islamic source. So I'm here to correct on the part because when I look at it, I asked him, where did you get that from? So he said it is found in the Quran. I said, how? He said it was quoted by someone who is conversant with the Quran, saying that it's found in Surah Al-Baqarah. And I said, how? What is Baqarah? Guys, chapter 2 of the Quran, verse 2 to 3, which is a famous verse in the Quran that many of them, those Islamic antagonists, use against the Muslims, saying that their prophets used to go through the anus when having intercourse with their wives. Now, the verse goes this way. Please pay attention to the verses. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم النساؤكم حرث لكم فَاتُّوا حَرَثَكُمْ أَنَّ شِئْتُمْ. That your women are your tithes. Then go through your tithes from as you wish, as you desire. Now with that, they put it upon the Muslims that our prophets advised, or Allah told the Rasul to go through the wives whatever way he wanted, either through the front or the back. And with that, the Muslims are also following suit. But can we really understand the verse from the hadith? Because from the tafsir of the Quran. Now we go to some tafsir of the Quran, which I will not spend much time on, but just to give some brief mentioning. But he further said the hadith, he quoted a hadith to back or to buttress that point. Say the hadith came from Sahih Bukhari, which is this, Sahih Bukhari. This is Sahih Bukhari. This is a hadith, we call it one of the Sahih books of the Al-Sunnah wal Jama'ah. And the hadith is found in number 4526. 4526. It was said it was reported from Nafi', from Abdullah ibn Umar, that this ayah was revealed on one purpose. But according to let's read from the hadith and it's found in this particular book, because we have 6 Sahih books in the Al-Sunnah Jama'ah. So according to the Al-Sunnah Jama'ah, we have 6 Sahih books. One is Sahih Muslim, Sahih Tirmidhi, Sahih Nasa'i, Sahih Sunnah Abi Dawud, and the last one, which is Sunnah Ibn Majah. Now we look at this from Sahih Bukhari as I read from in Arabic. Now translate to English, please. Bear with me, brothers and sisters. We're recording that same number as I said, number 4526 and 4527. It said, حدثنا إسحاق أخبرنا النضر ابن شمي. It said, أخبرنا ابن عون عن نافع قال كان ابن عمر رضي الله عنه عنهما. It was said that it was reported from a long chain. Chain comes like this, down from Isaac, and Isaac from Nadr ibn Shumayl, and from Nadr ibn Shumayl down to Ibn and from Ibn down to Nafi. And Nafi was a faithful student of Abdullah ibn Umar. And Abdullah ibn Umar said he used to recite, كان عبد الله ibn Umar رضي الله عنهما إذا قرأ قرآن, when he used to recite the Quran, ثم he said لم يتكلم. And when he used to recite the Quran, then no one will speak. لا يتكلم حتى until يقرأ. No one will speak until he will recite this. Then he continued. Then one particular day comes to him. When he comes on one day, then he recites Surah Al-Baqarah. recite this chapter Surah Al-Baqarah. حتى انتهى إلا مكان قال. Then when you recite the particular surah, it came to the point, a particular place. تقرأ, recite فيما أنزل الله, on فيما نزلت. Said, then it came to a particular place, that surah where it was reported, when it says, and we continue, says from the verse as reported from Abdullah ibn Umar. He said, when he says that من نافع عن ابن عمر فتحرتكم النشيتم. Now when it came to this verse, this particular point in that verse says, go to your women, go to your women from whichever way you want, or whichever way you desire, you need it, you desire to do. Call, I say, yatiha fi. Now, according to Ibn Umar, he did not complete it. He said, go through them in fi. Now it stops. Now, based on this number of the hadith, this hadith number of Bukhari, there was no complete explanation to this. Then when we look at the explanation from the Sharh of Bukhari, Sharh of Sahih Bukhari, it's from Ibn Hajar Asqalani in his Fath al-Bari, he said the message from Nafi, from Ibn Umar, when he says fi yatiha, fi, which not complete, means go from duburiha, from their back passage, saying that you should go through the hands. With these hadiths in mind, they believe that Allah and His Apostle permitted that men should go through their wives to the anus. But we should not rely much on the hadith in Sahih Bukhari. Although Sahih Bukhari is an authentic hadith, but there are other hadith that are also authentic, who will explain what Bukhari mistakenly recorded in his book and said it from another Sahaba, from another great Sahabi, which is Jabir ibn Abdullah al-Ansari.